Hello, beautiful. How are you? I hope you will be fit and fine. Well, I really wish that cow could talk, could really verbalize what she was feeling. But you would be surprised to know that we humans are the only species on this face of earth who can really verbalize what they are feeling, who can really have a language to talk to. Rest everything is non-verbal. Rest everything is either gestures or sounds. John Morley once said, "Three things matter in a speech. Who says it, how he says it, and what he says it. And of all the three, the last matters the least." Have you ever felt curious as to why some people are so charismatic, influencing, attractive than others? Why these restaurants have certain color patterns? Why tables in big restaurants are round, mostly round, but why restaurants have slow background music? Why this candlelight dinner is so romantic? What is this killing look? Why Barbie dolls and babies have big dilated eyes? How can we catch a liar? And why this Alita in the James Cameron's movie Alita the Battle Angel has big dilated eyes? Why some people actually are flexible while others are so rigid to change? Why our behavior changes when we get into a mob? Why women shave their eyebrows from below while men do it from above? Why female wish to have fluffy red lips and pointed nose? Why some people are so push-away kind of, and some are so accommodating? Why comedians move their body more while talking and villains move less? Why transsexuals demonstrate their wrist quite often? Why when females smoke, they always show their wrist when they smoke, while men, when they smoke, they don't have? What is ASD, autism, in body language, and can it be cured through non-verbal means of communication? How come mothers are so accurate in understanding what their newborn wants to say? Why some bosses, executives have big tables and high chairs? Why dogs always hate cats? How some people are too good in impressing women, though they don't have a better look than us? How can we become confident on stage or on podium in front of people? What are these microfacial expressions in the English series Lie to Me? How to do face reading? Why some people don't trust us even if we are truthful and honest? Why females do excessive makeup and plastic surgery? Why we talk with children in baby language? Why yawning and smiling is so contagious? Why we love pets more than our wives? And you will really come to know the answers of all these questions and rest all other questions after understanding and after staying connected with me to understand this body language correctly. We humans had started speaking a language around 300,000 years ago. Before that, it was all gestures. It was all gestures and some sounds. Why a need was felt to have a language? Because gestures and signals, though, were authentic, but it had two issues. Number one, from a long distance call, when the populations of humans increased, it was difficult to communicate with somebody at a long distances. Number one. Number two, it was slow to understand, and it is slow always to understand non-verbal signals. So a need that was the beginning of the language that we speak. For about 6 years, I got the opportunity to be attached with a government organization where I tested more than 10,000 people from all over the country, and they all were tested very minutely to sketch their behavior. And they came from different castes, different areas, bringing a completely different blend of body language. And during my selection for about 6 years that I already talked about, the only thing that really helped me to select or reject them was these non-verbal means of communications, means body language. Well, ladies and gentlemen, body language is an outward reflection of our emotional condition at that particular moment. Body language is a natural language associated naturally with our body. The language that we speak nowadays is a learned language. They came into being as a result of giving shape to our body language gestures. Well, if I ask you to cross your arms against your chest, do you cross left over right or right over left? Most people cannot observe before trying it because it's a natural way to do it. Had it been a learned one, we all would have been doing it differently. What if I ask you to reverse the way you cross your arms? For example, if it's right over left, make it left over right. Or if it's left over right, make it the other way around. And your brain will not accept it. You'll feel a discomfort while doing it. If you are sitting on a chair, okay, raise your right foot 6 inches above the ground. Is all right? Now move it clockwise, like clockwise. While doing it, raise your right arm and with your index finger draw the number 6. The moment you will start sketching 6 in the air, your foot will automatically change direction to anti-clockwise, and you cannot do anything about it. Body language has played a pivotal role in the evolution and survival of human race. Body language is present even in people who are deaf and blind by birth. You have seen it. A child learns to smile or weep to gain attention is the beginning that we see about how body language actually works. In my last video, I talked about the powerful emotional brain of females than males. For their more intuitive emotional brain, baby girls learn faster than baby boys. Female babies cry more in response to other babies' cries than male babies do. Male babies enjoy when other babies are crying or weeping. Body language is a subconscious language of our emotions. It means if we'll practice and adopt all positive open body gestures, we'll feel surrounded by positive energies. So body language is powerful in shaping emotions or curing it. And that's how we are going to learn to cure those children who are facing ASD. I mean, they are autistic children having autism. So we will also learn the techniques to follow, how to treat them. Believe me, if there were no body language, non-verbal mean of communications, children will take years and years to learn and understand a language. The same goes for adults as well. We won't be able to learn a foreign language. It is always the gestures that helps us to understand a language, so we learn it in few months or even in a year. They say, if I know you more than you know me, I will influence you. But if I know you more than you know yourself, I will control you. And I'm going to teach you all those techniques to have the ability to control people. So here we goes. We humans have been programmed to express, communicate our emotions, desires, intentions, feelings, fear, joy, anger, and sadness through 2 main ways. Number 1 is called verbal. Verbals are all the spoken words that only consist of informations. Number 2 is non-verbal. all means of communications. Those are not spoken words. From our tone, to our body language, to our self-presentations, to my eye movement, to my facial, to my even proximus, the spacing that I maintain from other people. These all, everything in my body or around my body through which I communicate and I transmit my signal are called, if those were not the spoken words, we categorize them as non-verbal means of communication. Okay, a renowned psychologist, Albert Mehraban, the pioneer in body language, he in 1950s found out that the total impact of a transmitted message is only 7% verbal, and the remaining 93% is all non-verbal means of communication. And you know the problem with our today's world? We pay all our attentions to those 7% while neglecting the 93%. This is it for now. So in my next video, I'll explain some basic terminologies from psychology that we use while talking. If you will know the meanings of those words, you will really take full advantage out of the books that you buy from market to change yourself and your behavior or your personality. So stay safe and stay tuned. Adios.